what it would look like if we did a Bento search rather than a classic search for the same topic. And if you scroll down, since I just mentioned citation management systems, Zotero is a great resource to get your bibliographies generated if you are having issues citing a website or a book or whatever the case may be. Yet again, still double check that the citation is correct. Check it against the style guides and make sure that the information is accurate. You can also use Power Notes to keep track of your sources and kind of help yourself build an outline. But for now, we'll go back to that Bento search. So I'm going to do the same keyword search, but I'm going to go ahead and select full text only since that's an option here. And you can see this looks very different. We've got databases, journals, scholarly articles, encyclopedias, ebooks, print materials, news, and there are other options as well. Primary sources, and that's it for these. Let's go back to the top. You can refine your search. You can do an advanced search. You can also click a tab here rather than searching for the box on the page if you didn't want to scroll all the way down to the bottom like I did. Like if you knew you were looking for ebooks, you could go ahead and click on that from here. And it's going to give you a list of some options. And you can click on the PDF ebook full text link to go directly into the book. You can read the summary here to give yourself an idea of if you'd like to view that source. There's other ways like EPUBs that you can access the ebooks. And I wanted to show you what happens when you go to the next page of results. So when I click next, it continues. It does the same thing. Now, however, if I click refine search from that Bento box, you can see it takes me into a classic search. We're no longer in the Bento box format. So just keep that in mind when you're refining your searches. And it also took away that full text option, so we'd have to select that again. And then scholarly peer-reviewed journals if that's what we were looking for. But I will show you what an ebook looks like, because you may use those as well. I'm going to select this one. You can also go into the PDF full text from here or download the book. Once I click on this, you can see same options to access it. Information about the author, publisher, and the description. ISBNs and all this other information. Some relevant excerpts from pages, table of contents. And if you go up, same citation button as for the academic journal articles, AMA, and you may notice this looks different from how the other resource did, and that's because the type of resource is different. So it's going to have a slightly different format for the citation. You can also go into the ebook, into the PDF, and it doesn't look the same. It's not the little sheet of paper, but if you see the word cite and you click on that, that is still where you can grab that citation for you to use. Ebooks do, conveniently enough, have the ability for you to search within them. So I'm going to give a brief example of what that would look like. There's 509 results for drug interactions. I did predict that there would be a lot because that's, a big topic in this book. So if you are looking for something more specific, then there should be less options. And if you look there, it tells you what page they're on and it highlights the words where they're mentioned on the pages. So I'm going to click on this one just to see an example. Now this is actually a list of the resources they used, but for our purpose that works because it shows you where those words are highlighted. Now you can see it didn't highlight the two together even though he searched for them together. That's important to remember. So what we're going to do now is add quotation marks on either side of this keyword, because that will make sure that both words show up and only those two words as they're linked together right here. So we're down to only 9 results, and I'm just going to click on this one. And it's nice that it takes you directly to where that page is rather than you having to scroll forever to get there. So you can see now it's only highlighting exactly those two terms in the same area. So let's go to another example that may not be a citation. That was another citation. Let's see, do we have one that's not? Another one. Okay, so all of these are currently citations, but you get the point. You can find your keywords in anywhere in the ebook. We're on page 326 now, so we're really far into the book, but we're still able to find those terms. So just keep that in mind because it can make things a lot easier for you as you search.